Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about face oils. I have really been on a face oil kick recently. My skin has really shifted. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my shirt here. My skin has really shifted to the more drier end, the spectrum recently. So I've really been reaching for all of my face oils and I've kind of dug out the ones that really, really work for me and that I'm really enjoying right now. Even though it's very hot and starting to get hot and humid, I need the face oils. It's just really helping replenish my skin and putting the moisture back in and helping to kind of even out and balance my skin now that it's kind of like a little bit out of whack. So I thought I would pull together the ones that I've really been using a ton recently. I'm kind of rotating through. I'll kind of use one for a few weeks and then, or sometimes in a week, I'll use maybe two different ones. I'll use one like Monday through Wednesday and then Thursday through Sunday, whatever. And yeah, so let's get started. The Sicily Black Rose face oil. Yeah, I love this stuff. I really do. It's so like watery and liquidy and it just instantly soaks into my skin. That's what I really love about this one is it feels very lightweight, very easy to wear, but my skin immediately looks like balanced and calm afterwards and very just like takes down any redness that I have. And you definitely, I notice a glow when I'm using this. Like my skin is much glowier when I'm using that. All right, this one is, I just used this last night. This has been currently in rotation regularly. The Kate Somerville, is it Dilo oil? Dilo oil? And I really have been gravitating towards this because it is very calming and nourishing. I have some dermatitis patches on my skin that are going to be there for a while, and I need things to help just calm my skin because sometimes I'll even be just like cleansing my face or removing makeup and those patches will get a little irritated. So that's why I've been kind of reaching for some things to help all over my skin, but especially that I can put on those areas. This one is really nice. I mean, it says you can use it smooth over body and or cuticles. First of all, I'm not going to use it on my body because this little tiny bottle, no, I don't want to waste it. So I use it more on my face, but it is one of those like all-purpose oils that you can use anywhere. All right, this one I pulled out because I was like, it's summer. I do still love a face oil in the summer, but this one is the lightest one that I have like texture-wise. And sorry, there's like this hair out of place. So there it is. And I see it like sticking out as I'm moving. It's like the Erin Rose Oil. This is even lighter weight than the Sicily. And, you know, if I was going to compare the two, I really find them to be very similar. Obviously, the Sicily is a lot more expensive. And I do find from an anti-aging perspective, it does offer a lot more benefits, whereas this is just more of like a nice standard basic face oil. It obviously has rose in it, so it's very calming, soothing, hydrating. But I love this one because it is so lightweight. I'm talking on the hottest day, the most humid day, this will never make my skin feel, it will never feel too heavy on my skin. So that's why I always pull it out in the summertime. Back on the Juno bandwagon. Now this stuff makes my skin very, like people have talked about before, it makes your skin very glowy, like as a lot of Sunday Riley products do. But this especially is, I find that my skin really, when I'm using this regularly, my skin just has this like radiance to it. And this just like fresh, healthy glow. I only use this at night. Most of these I only use at night. The only one that I do use during the day, or the two that I would use during the day in the summertime would be the Sicily, the Erin, and the Sicily, just because they're so lightweight. And as soon as I put them onto my skin, they like instantly disappear and my skin is left completely dry. There's no like residue or like a little bit of shine or anything, no. All right, the Tada Replenishing Nutrient Complex. So it says this is like a little multivitamin for the skin. And it has a little roller ball. So little roller ball at the top. And I just use this very sparingly because it's very thick. But when I'm having Tada Harper stuff always smells so herbaceous. I like this because if I'm having any patches that are just really irritated or feeling uncomfortable or feeling extra dry, I can just kind of like roll this on them. And I don't tend to use it over my entire face. Maybe in like the dead of winter I will. But I've been pulling this out some days if I have a patch that's just kind of like really being stubborn. And I'll just kind of roll this on it. And it does help to soothe it and calm it. I've even used it on my cuticles when they feel like extra dry. All right, the final one, I have a lot more face oils than this, but I really wanted to, I didn't want to do a whole face oil collection video because it just gets a little too confusing, and sometimes it's like, what do you recommend? And so I wanted to keep it a little more targeted to really what I'm using right now, because some of them I'll try and I don't know, they just don't stick with me. These have really stuck with me, and I've been using some of these for quite a long time. The La Prairie Cellular Swiss Ice Crystal Dry Oil. This is actually, this is her favorite face oil. She is obsessed with this stuff. And I love it as well. This is great for all skin types, but especially now that my skin's a little bit drier, I do find that it really works well on my skin. But it is a dry oil. So it's just this amazing texture, and it feels like it's just enveloping the skin. It has this very silky texture, even more silky, I think, than the Sicily. To me, the La Prairie just feels like liquid silk, and it just glides over the skin, and then within seconds, your skin just has this smooth, like velvety feel to it, but there's no oil there. So you're like, where did the oil go? Hello? Like, where did it go? Because it just was on my skin like 2 seconds ago, and now my skin feels like velvet. But this especially really gives like a nice fresh radiance to the skin, not from the oil itself, but just like after using it for quite some time, I do find that my skin is very, very radiant when using. And that's it. Those are the face oils that I currently have in rotation that I've been using for the past few months regularly, and that I've really been enjoying. This may switch up as the colder weather comes. So I may do another one of these videos, and there may be different face oils in that video, or there may be all the same. But I'll definitely do an updated one maybe in the winter months. But like I said, I really wanted to kind of stick to the ones that I'm using regularly right now. If I had to pick a favorite. Okay, because I know you guys sometimes like me to like give like a final opinion on if I'm like rounding up a few different ones. If I had to pick one. Okay. Oh, it would be between the La Prairie and the Sunday Riley. I find, especially when using the Sunday Riley, after a few weeks, I'm always look at my skin and I'm just like, it's so glowy and radiant. And I don't know, it's just like a little magic in a bottle. I mean, I would recommend all of these, but if I had to narrow it down, and you're like forcing me to, well, you guys aren't forcing me to, but if someone's forcing me to narrow it down, it would probably be the Juno, followed shortly by the La Prairie, because I just love the texture, love the way it looks on my skin. But like I said, I really am enjoying all of them, and I will link them below. I'd love to know what face oils you guys are using and loving right now. I know some people may not use them in the summertime. I know some of you use them all year round, whenever. So please leave me a comment and let me know your favorites, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.